Hello everyone. So welcome to the today's session. In this segment, we will explore the menus in Android. So it is an essential component of the user interface design. So menus provide the users with the easy access to common functionalities and ensure the smooth and consistent experience across the application. In Android, we have three main types of menus: options menu, pop-up menu and context menu, and each serves as a different purpose ranging from the global actions to the context specific options. So in this particular session, we will learn about all the three types of menus, their usage and the step-by-step procedures to implement them in the Android applications, along with the code examples and explanations. In Android development, the menus are the important part of the user interface, providing the users with the easy access to the common functionalities and ensuring the smooth and consistent experience throughout the application. In Android, we have three types of menus available to define the set of the options and actions in our Android applications. Next we will see about the various types of menu options in the Android. So, the first menu type is options menu. The option menu is a collection of options for an activity. So, it has a set of items that are useful to perform the actions. It helps us to combine the multiple actions together. Following is an example for options menu. By using the options menu, we can combine the multiple actions and other options that are relevant to our current activity. We can define the items for the options menu from either our activity or fragment class. In case if we define the items for the options menu in both the activity or a fragment, then those items will be combined and displayed in the user interface. Then we will move into the second category. So that is Android pop-up menu. Okay. So this is a Android pop-up menu is a menu that display the list of items in a pop-up window. A pop-up menu appears below the view by default. In case there is a no space, it appears above it. Then third option is Android contextual menu. A contextual menu is a floating type of menu. It appears only when the users long press on the element or the right click on that. So, it generally affect the selected element. Okay. So, next we will see about how to implement the options menu in Android in detailing. In Android, there are three types of the menus available to define the set of the options and actions in our Android applications. So, Android options menus are the primary menus of the Android. So, they can be used for settings, searching, deleting items, etc. So, when and how this item should appear as an action item in the application bar is decided by the show action attribute. So, next we will see about how can we implement the option menu. Okay. So, there are the two main method or options we can follow to implement the options menu. Okay. So, we have options like in action bar and in overflow menu and using if room. Okay. So, let us see about each and everything in detail. So, the first option is action bar. So, here we have a statement like application show as action. Here we have given a always. Okay. So, the always represents, so this ensure that the menu will always show in the action bar. Okay. So, let us see what is the action bar. So, the action bar is a top navigation bar which will be appeared in the Android applications. At the same time, so it is used to display the application title, navigation elements and menu items like search, settings or share. So, next we will see about what is a show as action. Okay. So, as action defines where and when the menu item appears. Okay. So, the first we will have options of always. So, here the item is always shown in the action bar as an icon or text if there is a space. Okay. Then second option is never. So, here the item is hidden from the action bar and placed in the overflow menu. So, actually it will be like a 3 dot which will be appeared in the right side. Okay. Then third option is if room. Okay. So, here so this particular option is about the item is shown in the action bar only if there is enough space. Otherwise, it moves to the overflow menu. Okay. So, why we have to use the always options? Okay. So, this will ensure that the menu item always remains visible in the action bar. Okay. So, and it is useful for the primary actions like send, save or add, where the quick access is important here. Then, so next we will see about the explanation of each and every attribute. Okay. So, the first attribute is about Android ID is equivalent to send. Okay. So, this unique identifier for the menu item and which is used in the option item selected. Okay. And this is used for handle the click. Okay. So, when we click on that button, so what action has to be taken? So, that will be performed using the statement. Okay. Then next one is Android icon. Okay. So, here Android icon is equivalent to Android drawable IC menu send. Okay. So, in this particular statement, so the built-in send icon. Okay. So, here we can use the custom one from the custom one icon we can use here. Okay. Then next statement is Android title is equal to send. So, here it is representing the text label for that particular item. Okay. So, the next statement is app show as action is equal to always. So, this statement tells the Android to display this item in the action bar at all the times. Okay. So, next we will see about the overflow menu. Okay. So, here the first statement is app show as action is equal to never. So, never represents that the menu will never show and therefore will be available through the overflow menu. Okay. So, let us see what is overflow menu. The overflow menu is the 3-dot icon in the action bar. Normally, it will be appeared in the right side, top right side in the mobile app. Okay. So, it contains a menu item so that are not shown directly on the action bar. Okay. So, because of saving the space, it is doing like that. So, next, what does the show as action is equal to never. Okay. So, it tells the Android do not display this menu item as an icon or text on the action bar. So, instead place it only inside the overflow menu. So, next we will see about why use the never option. To avoid the clutter on the action bar, suitable for the secondary actions or less frequently used options like help, about or exit. So, we can use the never. Okay. So, next we will see about the explanation of each and every attributes. So, Android ID. So, this representing the unique ID for handling the click events. So, next statement is show as action is equal to never. So, this will ensure this item will not appear on the action bar. Then we have a title is equal to exit option. Okay. So, here the text label shown inside the overflow menu. Then next we will see about how this will appear in the screen. Okay. So, when the user taps the 3-dot menu in the action bar, this item, so that is exit, will be listed there. And selecting it triggers the corresponding code in on option item selected. Okay.